Hey guys, David Hughes. Welcome back to Theater Advice. We finally did another cool room, so I got something to show you, which is cool. Had to really carve out some time for this one. I apologize, but life's been really busy lately. So this is a really special room to me. A guy came in, super nice client, very, very excited about stuff, which is honestly my favorite part of my job. Some people come in and we do a room for them and they're just kind of like, eh, and it's a cool room. I guess they just don't care about this stuff. So some people just do it to fill the room with stuff. But this particular client really liked this stuff and I could tell. The room all in is in the $30,000 conversation. It's theory audio and some other stuff we'll talk about. But it's a really exciting room. We made some changes to the actual way the room was wired in the original room. So let's go check it out. Now that we're in this beautiful space, I can kind of tell you about it. It's a really cool room. The room is about 17 by 14 or so. Really, really beautiful room though. So we've got a 133 slate AT. We all know that's one of my favorite products. You're getting ambient light rejection. You're getting a little help from black levels that the projector does not create. And with this JVC that we did, which we'll pan around to in a second, we've got, just absolutely great contrast anyway. They're really, really good at color accuracy, contrast, brightness, just like the Sonys. The Sonys are also amazing in that line. That's the projector. We've got 3 Theory Audio IW25s behind the screen. We've got ceiling Atmos, rear Atmos. So this is a 5.1.2. When he spins around after I tell him to do that, so the video is not weird, we'll talk about why we could not do rears on the back wall. So we'll spin around in a second and talk about that. The first thing that I wanted to talk about though, because these are things that I love to do with Theater Advice and I think can be incorporated into almost any design or home, is that I like to hide projectors. So in this particular room, right about where between the 2 ceiling speakers here was where we had a power and a conduit. So the builder wiring company, they shall not be named, who knows who they are, but one of the 2 people in town that don't understand projection had it wired right here, right? So there's multiple studs behind there. However, if I did want to hang the projector, which I never want to do if I don't have to, I always try to build it into the wall, right? But the other side of this wall is like the living room, like ceiling or the living room, like second floor wall. So can't build it in there. The last stud that we measured was actually behind that vent a little bit. And so you couldn't hang it there and have it miss the wall because obviously like you need 10 or 11 inches clear at the back of the wall. So it was a really funny scenario. So I was doing this and I was like, yeah, we're gonna move it back. Maybe we'll have to build some wood. And we were talking outside. I knew this cabinet was going here. I did not know these were going there. So we were outside and he mentioned something about cabinet uppers. He just happened to say it. And I was like, whoa, what'd you say? Cabinet uppers. And he was like, yeah. I go, let's go back inside. So we literally walked back inside and came all the way up here and explained. And I said, why don't we, and my original idea was to have the whole cabinet this depth right here and just have a nice little kind of decorative shelf that kind of comes across and attaches. They had an interior designer in this room that picked out all the colors. This gorgeous kind of like brown copper tile backsplash that matches the couch and the little stripes there. So designers will pull everything together. The room is really, really beautiful. So they wanted to bring this out for more storage. So as you can see, now we have the projector on a custom shelf. I wired power and HDMI down the wall behind the projector. So you literally cannot see a wire unless you get up there. You're not looking at mounts. You're not looking at ugly projectors hanging on that. Look, I love projection more than anyone on the planet. I don't like looking at it. So even in my next home that I'm building, I had it built into this custom thing. If you watch my last video, that goes into the hallway and this huge custom box. I like to hide them, so it's hidden. That's one of my favorite parts of the room, is that fact that we incorporated the projector into this cabinetry somehow. Could have easily been in a bread door, could be totally hidden. I mean, 1,000 ways to do it, but I think this looks super sexy. I think it makes the room a little more special because now it's not, ruined by projectors hanging and seeing power plugs and all that stuff, which looks not that big of a deal. But if you can hide it, hide it. This room is very unique because the room is a very, very solid, usable rectangle, other than the fact that this is part of the stairway downstairs. So this little curved wall creates kind of an accent wall downstairs curving around the stairs. But it creates problems. Obviously, I can't put a speaker here. They were doing this cabinet, so there's literally no place for a speaker there. So they wired it into, it was wired into the ceiling, and we went with that. the first row of seating, or the farthest row of seating from the screen, is sitting right at about 13 feet. And I've got these about 3 feet behind you. So they actually sound really great. They're going to reflect off this back wall, high dispersion out of those theory speakers. So you're still going to get rear effects, especially ricocheting off doors, cabinets, stuff like that. And then you've got your ceiling height, Dolby Atmos standards, about 30 degrees forward of ear. And then we've got some club chairs up here, which I really love. We didn't do that design, and I'm not going to take credit for it. I'm actually going to put the designer's link right now, I guess. We'll just do it right now. I'm just imagining it because I know it's here in real life, like here somewhere, but whatever. Movie magic, folks, movie magic. So it's going to go right here. But she did a really, really great job. We did a salamander cabinet. That's the Chicago 247. So we didn't need the center channel hole, obviously, it's all behind the screen. They had the wall plates matched or painted where the wall plates were. Dual SVS SB3000 subs. I love to do the mixture of theory sometimes with a really big, JL Audio, nice high amplified SVS. The new SVS SB17 I'm going to start doing pretty soon. In some rooms, it's a killer sub. That keeps the budget down too. Doesn't go completely insane like a JL Audio or a super high-end Rel would start to push into the $4,000 to $6,000 range per sub. So it keeps some of the budget in check. We're running a Marantz preamp in here, and obviously the theory amplification. In this room, we've got the new URC. I think it's a TRC 1120. This remote is awesome, man. There's bubbles. There's stickers. Should I do it? People say that's really satisfying. I'm taking the sticker off for the client. That's super rude. I hope he's not mad because I know he's going to watch this. I took this sticker off. I guess he could do it. Put it back. It was satisfying. They don't lie. It's like when you get a new phone. It's a thing. This is a cool remote, though. I mean, it fits super good in your hand. It's about $1,000 for the MRX5 and this TRC 1120 altogether. But you get an app to control the room as well, and that's free. It doesn't have any monthly fees or yearly fees like a lot of the other automation companies have. So with app control and this great remote, I think $1,000 is a bargain. I'm big into control. It's not just about the audio and video, although that is a really fun, badass part of this room. But the control of the room and having it control seamlessly is great. So you've got your Apple TV and your PS5. There's only two sources in here, so we can hit PS5 and it'll switch the source. Hit Apple TV and we have seamless control over Apple TV. So control is a big deal for me anyway. The last thing I want to do is get calls that people can't use their room. I spent $50,000 and it doesn't turn on. So for me, control is more important than anything else. We'll cut to some B-roll, but we've got Theory Audio, Marantz in here, JVC, all the goods, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's a lot of stuff that people wish they owned. SVS, Salamander, it's jam-packed of the goods. Could easily be swapped out with Pro Audio or Focal Utopia or Kef Reference. All of those things are in this wheelhouse of dollars and things of that nature, a little above. But this room is absolutely killer. I just demoed it. I just did a final audio calibration, final video calibration, panel alignment, which is super important. We did have a little bit of blue push on this that I told my guys to wait, on doing so that I could do it here and do some final tweaks. But this room is killer. The color's killer. The colors are killer. It's got warms and blues. I mean, it's all the things that make a room and a house sellable in today's market. So kudos to design. And I'm gonna apologize that I'm not dressed up today. I had a builder meeting on a job site, so I went with my trusty OU hoodie. And we're gonna roll like that because I'm about as real as it gets, folks. So I'm not coming here in suits trying to trick anybody. It's just me all day. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I think the room's amazing. I was super happy to help him design it. For about 30 grand, you can get in all this kind of conversation, and it's really sick. So I appreciate you watching, subscribing and all that stuff. Tell your friends, your mom, sisters and brothers about me. They don't care what I said. They really don't care what I'm saying, but you can tell them anyway. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Hey guys, I just wanted to thank you for listening to whatever I was just rambling about. And of course, if you are in the Dallas area or surrounding areas and you can get here, visit our showrooms in Frisco or Southlake location. And now we can help you anywhere, from anywhere in the country through the world's first mom and pop shop on the internet called fcavsystems.com. We are very excited about this project. We're happy to bring what Theater Advice does here in Texas to everyone. Thanks for watching.